The girl was locked in the basement by hunters. While the girl was thinking about what to do, someone suddenly handed her an apple through the door. The girl was about to go up and ask for help when the person left in a hurry. She didn't see who it was, but at least it showed her that there was a good Samaritan here. The girl looked outside the door and saw that her backpack had been brought in, so she hurriedly took it in and found the walkie-talkie inside. It was the only communication device her grandfather had given her when she traveled. Unfortunately, this place is too remote and there's no signal. The girl was devastated, but she realized that if she wanted to survive, she had to rely on herself. Thinking of this, the girl began to think of ways to save herself. She used an iron ring on the wall and managed to break the rope on her hand. But getting out of here was not so easy. The door of the cabin had been locked by the hunters from the outside, and the girl tried to dig out the wire, but there was nothing she could do. Just when she thought she couldn't get out of the house, the kind man appeared again. The girl took a look and saw a handsome boy, the hunter's son, Paul. The girl begged him to let her out because he was so kind, but the key is in the hands of the hunter. Paul also cannot do anything. Luckily, the girl noticed that the roof was, which meant that the boards had been eaten by ants. She asked the boy to find a rope and climb up to the roof. Then she pulled the rotten boards away and fell down. The two of them then grabbed the rope and climbed out of the house and ran deeper into the forest. Unfortunately, they didn't escape for long before the hunter found them and immediately grabbed his shotgun and started chasing them. Luckily, the two were already hidden in the mountains, but the terrain is not easy to run. Paul almost slipped into the cliff, but he was able to grab a branch and escape. The girl pulled her up. Paul looked around and saw a wooden bridge, apparently the only way to get over the cliff without delay. The two of them went up. But it was a challenge for the girl, who had been afraid of heights since she was a child, and within a few steps she had to stop and make adjustments. The girl soon realizes that the backpack is too heavy for her center of gravity, so she was about to take it off and hand it to Paul, but she accidentally dropped the backpack. Although she lost the means of communication inside, it at least sped up her walk across the log bridge. Just as the two of them made it across the bridge, the hunter caught up with them. Without saying a word, he fired at them. Even though he had his own son on the other side, the two ran for their lives while the hunter was reloading. Unfortunately, they didn't get far before they came across a misty river. The resistance of the river makes it harder for them to walk. Now the hunters are following them, and they are getting closer and closer to the two of them. If they are not careful, they will be exposed. At this critical moment, Paul had to pull the girl into the water by using the fog to interfere with the line of sight, successfully avoided the hunter's pursuit. After the hunters passed, the two rushed out to escape. But this movement also attracted the attention of the hunters. He immediately returned to chase. Paul knew that sooner or later they would be found out and wanted to survive. They had to fight back. He told the girl to hide behind a rock to attract the target, and he sneaked around behind the hunter. Just as the hunter was trying to find the girl, Paul suddenly appeared from behind and knocked him down. The hunter threw his gun in front of the girl and fought with Paul. The girl knew that this was her chance, and she immediately picked up the shotgun and shot the hunter when he was about to kill Paul. The two of them are finally free after a long and difficult journey.